Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Blueberry Land. I'm Miss Blueberry, and today we're making a blueberry coffee cake. It's very easy to make, folks. It's all natural ingredients. Oh, you know what, folks? I have a problem here. A really bad problem. You know, folks, it's funny. If you ever try to make a blueberry cake without blueberries, you will not have a blueberry cake. Okay, here we go. It happens when you're not awake in the morning. We're starting to get low on blueberries, so we're probably going to have to get more. I'm adding in 1 egg. It's really simple to make this, folks. It's really very simple. I'm adding in 3/4 cup of sugar. Mix this together. Don't worry about how dry it is, folks. I'm not done yet. I'm adding in a teaspoon of vanilla. And sometimes if something is too dry, you have to go for a little bit more milk, and it does happen. Okay, where's my teaspoon? Where's my teaspoon? Yeah, I love being in Blueberry Land. It's such a beautiful, beautiful place. Here we go. I want to add a little bit of vanilla. Here we go. Coffee cake is delicious. You often serve that at churches, functions, and stuff. You know, all kinds of coffee cakes. I might be doing a coffee cake thing next couple of days. Also, how many coffee cakes you can actually make. Okay, now I'm going to add in a 1/2 cup of milk. Use whole milk, folks. Now I also have to grab my butter because often, folks, at my age, my mind gets fuzzy in the morning, especially when it's humid out. 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Alright, we're going to mix this together, folks. You can see it's not very appealing, I know that. So nice and smooth together. Now, the next thing is I want to get my flour. We're going to start adding in my dry. Let me see now, we need 1½ cups of flour. Okay, I always use the 1/2 cup to measure my flour because I don't want to lose anything, and it happens you do lose stuff. All right, use 1 and 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. Yeah, I love being in Blueberry Land. It's such a beautiful place. Everything is made out of blueberry here. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, beautiful summer day. Okay, put this aside. Now the next thing I got to do is find my baking powder. Alright, now we're going to figure out how many teaspoons of baking powder to add because as you get to be my age, you don't remember everything. 2 and 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. Because you can't have a coffee cake without baking powder. Okay, 2. There we go. Go. Get out there, little Deborah. 2 and 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now, if you don't have a 1/2 teaspoon, you can always use 2/4. It adds up to the same. Here we go. Here we go. Now, we're going to mix this together. But I also have to remember, folks, the cinnamon. It's going to go on the top. So I'm going to grab my cinnamon sugar because it's going to be coming out in about a minute. Okay. Now, the next thing I have to do is grab a dish because we're going to be making the topping in about a minute. It's going to be really delicious. Now, we're going to mix this together. This is really delicious. There's many ways of making a coffee cake. This is one of the ways. I do some of the church functions. In fact, I'm going to potluck supper at my church on Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to be making, but I'll be making a wonderful, wonderful dessert. Move this over here because I don't trust it. Okay. Okay. Keep mixing to get all the flour mixed together. See how smooth that batter is? Now I'm going to grab a handful of blueberries. A handful of blueberries. You don't need that much. Get that little stem out. But I'm almost out of them, folks. I'll probably have another day of them, and that's it. We had blueberry picking a few days ago, and look where they all went. Mix it together. Okay. Now, well, the next thing is I'm going to make the top. I'm going to do that in about a minute. Okay. Somehow, folks, I don't know how this happened. We got a little bit of water in here. I don't know where that came from, but okay. Now, Like I said, there are many kinds of coffee cakes you can make. But this is one of my favorite kinds, blueberry coffee cake. I love it, it's delicious. Spread this, spread this, spread this until everything is even. Here we go, perfect. Now, the next thing is I'm going to do my topping. I'm adding in 2 teaspoons of sugar. So this is sugar, yes. Here we go. Now, the next thing I have to do is wash this up. Like my daughter points out, you don't want to mix something together with something and I have a real problem with it. If I add cinnamon with the sugar, I need the sugar for something else, I will have a problem. And a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. All right, now I'm going to mix this together. Oh, it smells delicious. Mm. Pop this in the oven and bake this 15 minutes. And here we are, back to Blueberry Land. I went to blueberry picking and made a beautiful blueberry cake. But this is a blueberry coffee cake. Now, I'm hoping we can cut this. You gotta realize, anything homemade is very delicate. And here we have a delicious piece of blueberry coffee cake. It's delicious from Blueberry Land. Miss Blueberry's Home Country Kitchen. Have a great day. Please subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel.